Hello, welcome back. Today we are back again in this channel discussing again about HDB Financial Services IPO. Now that people have got their IPO allotments, the main question in their mind is what to do with that. So let's figure out what to do after listing, whether to sell it or whether to hold it. So without any delay, let's start this video and understand what is it. Let's start with the basics. As you all know, HDB Financials is a subsidiary of HDFC Bank, India's biggest trusted brand in banking. Within this, it gives a massive advantages: trust, low-cost borrowing, and massive network of HDFC customer base. And here is more. HDB Financials has stretched its business model everywhere. They do not rely on one just category. They have loans across every business models. Be it personal loan, be it gold loan, be it consumer durable loans, be it SMA loans as well. They have stretched their hands everywhere in the industry. And biggest part is that their gross NPA is just 2% and net NPA is just 1%, which is exceptionally well, which places it well ahead of its competitors, which makes this IPO very attractive. Considering all these metrics, it is very evident that it is a very high quality NBFC with retail first and defensive business model. So let's talk about some of the financial metrics, which is much more important. The profitability of HDB Financials is expected to grow in a positive direction, and its current ROE is somewhere between 14 to 15%, which is very healthy but not as great as Bajaj Finance. Its current NIM, net interest margin, is close to 5.5%, which is really good. The IPO valuation suggests price to book value multiple of 2.2 to 2.5x, which is also great when compared to its competitors. So considering all this, Bajaj Finance is currently having ROE of close to 22%, but price to book value multiples are close to 7. Cholamandalam Finance having ROE close to 18%, but price to book value multiples are close to 4. Considering all these factors, HDB Financials has a valuation which is very conservatively priced, leaving much more room to upside, giving much more value on the table for the investors who is investing through the IPO. So how does macros and sector outlook help HDB Financials? The bigger picture is also supporting the NBFC sector. The recent repo rate cut is also going to help NBFCs, which means that they are going to get borrowings at very cheaper price. India's evolving tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities are growing in demand. HDFC Financials are ready to capture these opportunities. Sector tailwinds are also strong. So all these things signal a right direction to HDB Financials. So let's come to the important part. What to do post-listing? The post-listing strategy. In my personal opinion, if the IPO is going to list at 30 to 40% premium, which looks very unlikely, but in case if it lists at 30 to 40% premium, then it is better to book some of your profits, at least some 50 to 70% of your holdings, and book your profits. And in case if it is going to list at 10 to 20% premium, then it looks a wiser decision to liquidate at least some 20 to 30% of your holdings and hold rest of it for a longer run. And in case if it is going to list below 10%, do nothing, hold it for longer term and accumulate whenever possible. If you are a very long-term investor having a long-term perspective, then do nothing, whatever the price it may be, hold it for longer duration and capitalize on its growth. Be smart, do not be greedy, make sensible decision, let the valuation say what is your next move on it. So after all these discussions with you, let me come to the final verdict. This IPO is a rare mixture of strong parentage, solid numbers and fairly valued IPO. If this IPO is going to list at reasonable price, this makes a strong stock to be in your core portfolio, where you can compound in next 3 to 4 years or much longer if the fundamentals stays intact and the business grows in an exceptional way. So without taking any impulsive decisions, focus on the fundamentals, stay calm and let the valuation decide what is your next move. So if this breakdown of this IPO helped you, consider giving me a like. Subscribe to my channel for more analysis on IPOs and mutual funds. And join my WhatsApp investor community for early updates, link given in the description box below. I am Harshit Shetty signing off today. Let's meet again in the next video.